Hello all, Greg the Grilling Guy here, and today I'm excited because we're making one of my favorite dishes. I call this Tombstone Lamb Chop. I got this from a Tombstone, as in Tombstone, Arizona, OK Corral, all those types of things. Got it from the Tombstone, Arizona cookbook. I'll reference it in the link below if anybody's interested. It's got a lot of great recipes, but this one is by far my favorite. So this is going to be made with lamb chops, and you can see I've chosen to go with a Frenched lamb chop. And what I mean by French is that they basically cut away the material at the end of the bone to give it a slightly a more textured look or more nuanced look. It really does nothing for the flavor or the cooking style. In this case, we're going to be frying these versus grilling them, so you don't need to wrap them or do anything special. But I'm going to walk you through all the steps of this recipe. It's something you can make at home. It's fairly easy. I'll discuss the sides at the end, but you're definitely going to like this if you take a shot at it. Now, because it's a protein, we're going to start exactly the same way we always start, which is just doing a brine. The brine is going to be your basic kosher salt, same thing we do every time. So if you've watched the channel, you understand how to do this. We'll keep this pretty simple and straightforward. I will finish the brining process, stick them in the fridge for a few hours, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the next steps, but stay tuned. While the lamb chops are dry brining, I went ahead off camera and pre-mixed all the ingredients together for the next stage. But just so you know what I did, I used gluten-free breadcrumbs. I got those from Walmart. You can use any type of gluten-free breadcrumb that you like. I also used gluten-free pork rinds with little Italian seasoning in there for some flavoring. And I beat 2 eggs that we're going to use during the dredging process. So the lamb chops, usually you would just kind of take them and run them through all the ingredients, but because they've been dry brining, they're going to be they're not quite as sticky. So I'm going to use some duck fat on there just to give a little bit of a bind. And I'm going to shake on a little bit of this salt and pepper rub that has a bit of garlic powder in there as well, just for a bit of flavoring. We'll do that on both sides. So now that I have the salt and pepper on there, I'm going to take the lamb chops and dunk them into the breadcrumbs. Try to get them thoroughly coated. Take that and I'll dredge it through the egg mixture, or through the beaten eggs, and then one more time back into the breadcrumbs, just to make sure that I've got a really good coating on there. And once these are all coated, you can see it's not completely thorough, but it has got most of the coating. Don't worry about the drumstick, obviously, or the rib. I'm going to go ahead and do that to all the rest of the lamb chops. And once these are coated, we will take them outside to the barbecue and we will get them in the oil and cook. So we'll pick this up outside. So we're out here at the barbecue pit, and I have a large cast iron pot that I've got cooking probably at about a medium-high heat because I want to cook these fairly quickly. I put canola oil in there, just because it's got a higher flash point, but you want some type of an oil. I would recommend canola or avocado. I do have a glove here that has a thermal glove underneath the latex. That's going to be used to place this in here. Don't use just a latex glove. You're going to burn yourself and bad news. So we're going to take these lamb chops and just lay them down into the oil. And we're going to cook these things up to about 145, 150 degrees internal temperature. I do have a thermometer. I will be checking these things as they cook, but I'm going to let them sit for probably 4 to 5 minutes on this side. I'll flip them. I'll let them cook for a few minutes on the other side, and then I'll start taking temperatures and we'll see where we are. I'm also going to run inside and check on all the rest of the cook, so give us a second and we'll see where this ends up. And for those of you wondering why I'm cooking with canola oil and not bacon grease, even I have my limits. Let's give these things a flip. Starting to get a nice crust on from the breadcrumbs on there. These are going to turn out really nice. We're getting the flip and take some temperatures. See where we are.
see temperature-wise? 132. Let's check the large one. So 115, 141. That's what I like to see. 129. This guy's pretty thin. I'm guessing he is probably pretty close to done. He is exactly done. So we're gonna move these guys around a little bit, let everybody catch up, and then we're gonna start to plate and bring you inside. And I'll show you what the final product looks like. So I will see you inside.
Well, due to technical difficulties, the final shot of the video was actually unusable. So I will tell you that I was able to salvage some pictures of it. So I paired the lamb chops with some snap peas and gluten-free mac and cheese, as well as garlic bread and a cob of corn. So that was some good eating that night. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like lamb chops, these lollipop lamb chops, Tombstone Lamb Chops are definitely the way to go. They were really, really delicious, really tender, just kind of melted off the bone. So I would highly recommend them if you like those types of things. If you like what we're doing here, please think about liking and subscribing to the channel. Drop a comment in so I understand what you like and anything you'd like to see. I do put a list of everything that I used during the shoots in the description with links to Amazon. So if you're interested in anything, just follow those links. It would really help the channel out. And otherwise, reel it real good, folks.